Greene County Sheriff's deputies arrest a man responsible for a shelter-in-place order last night. We'll have more details on what led to that incident. Plus, changes are coming to Madison Metro, but the city is offering ride guides to help commuters. And abortion access across the country is shrinking amid new bans in several states. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. A green alert and a shelter-in-place order are now over. Now that a veteran in Greene County has been taken into custody, deputies spent hours trying to find the man last night and this morning and getting him to surrender as well. Our Catherine Merck has more after spending the day near Blanchardville.
The scene is clear now, but last night's search turned into a shelter-in-place order from the Greene County Sheriff. Take a look at what we heard last night and what we know now.
Suspect should only be armed with a shotgun and a case of beer. He did shoot at her. Again, he did shoot at her.
Greene County Sheriff says the man at the center of a green alert was considered a veteran at risk after an incident on Hay Hollow Road in rural Blanchardville.
Shots were fired at a person during a domestic disturbance.
They believe alcohol and a gun were involved in the incident, with the veteran allegedly firing at someone before running away through an area that was difficult to navigate. That led to an hours-long shelter-in-place order for the public.
The person did flee into a wooded area, and that's probably one of our more rugged areas in the county.
The sheriff told me the green alert Thursday morning was sent out of caution. Today, he believes there's nothing for the public to worry about now that the shelter-in-place order has been lifted.
We told our school districts, please feel safe driving your school bus down that road. Folks can do what they need to do during the day, go on living their life. I'm very confident it's safe there.
The sheriff said the veteran surrendered after a 4-hour phone call with deputies. He faces multiple charges, including first-degree reckless endangering safety. Reporting from Greene County, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Well, let's get a look at your first warned forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the weather patio. Gary?
It was a mild day today. Temperatures in the 70s. We've had that hazy sunshine with the wildfire smoke overhead, and we are watching some thunderstorms out to the west of us. But there is an air quality advisory for all of Wisconsin into the day tomorrow for particulate matter from some of that wildfire smoke. Those people who have breathing and respiratory problems might want to stay indoors or be near air conditioning that will filter the air a little bit until the situation improves. Visible cloud tracking, you see that hazy white smoke that covers much of the upper Midwest. The thicker white clouds out to the west. There's some showers and even a few thunderstorms that have been developing out toward the La Crosse area into parts of northwestern Wisconsin. But the air is still pretty dry, so the rain is not very widespread. Most of the thunderstorm activity right now is just north of La Crosse over toward Black River Falls and just northwest of Toma. 6-hour future track radar brings showers and a few thunderstorms eastward into the Madison area by around midnight tonight. There is a possibility that 1 or 2 of those storms could become strong. Temperatures over the last 12 hours, you can see how they've warmed up pretty nicely into the 60s and lower 70s. Again, a little cooler closer to Lake Michigan. Here in Dane County, still middle 70s for the most part. 74 in Madison, 75 degrees in Verona, and 75 in Cross Plains. Look for partly cloudy skies become mostly cloudy this evening. Could see some showers or thunderstorms by late evening, especially north and west of Madison. Temperatures dropping into the middle 60s. Later on, I'll take a look at a really nice forecast, not only for this weekend, but maybe into the Memorial Day weekend as well.
Gary, thank you. An Illinois man is facing tentative OWI, hit and run, and obstruction charges after he allegedly crashed into a Dane County deputy's vehicle. That deputy was driving in a roundabout on County Highway N near I-90 this morning. The deputy said the suspect failed to yield and T-boned the vehicle before driving away. Another deputy found and arrested the man shortly after. The first deputy was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A showdown at the state capitol. As we learned today, Republicans cannot agree over how to fund local government. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu says the funding plan his colleagues in the Assembly approved last night needs a few more changes. Now, the problem, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says he is done negotiating.
It's unfortunate that he's drawing the line in the sand now with his version of the bill and stopping negotiations on a bill that not everybody's in agreement on.
The governor says he is on board to continue negotiating, but Speaker Vos says his chamber will not sign off on any changes that the Senate makes. The local funding bill is a must-pass piece of legislation that mayors say is crucial for their communities. And happening right now at the Capitol, the legislature's budget writing committee is expected to meet within the next few hours. They're taking up the budget for the Department of Natural Resources, as well as the Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection. And we are expecting to hear debate over water quality. Democrats today accused Republicans of not doing enough. Republicans have said they will largely start from scratch on the state budget, and we are expecting to hear the details of their plan after they meet today. And new today, Madison Metro is upgrading its service starting June 11th. Ride Guide staff will be available across the city to help communities navigate new route and schedule changes. The new routes offer more direct services with fewer transfers. The service will also help the city get ready for the new rapid transit system that launches next year. Most Madison residents will be able to access more destinations in a 45-minute trip compared to today.
Some people will benefit more, and the folks that will benefit more, according to our analysis, are low-income households, people of color, and that was the whole point of doing the redesign, was to create a more equitable system.
A look for ride guides in yellow vests in the coming days. You see them there, and weeks ahead they'll be out riding buses and also stationed at various transfer points throughout the city to help people find those new routes. Dane County's Henry Vilas Zoo in Madison has faced scrutiny for more than a year for everything from animal welfare concerns to sexual assault allegations against its director. A third-party investigation last year seemed to put those issues in the rear view, but our Braden Ross spoke to a former employee who says they still haven't been fully addressed. Braden?
Yeah, I've been investigating these new allegations against the zoo for weeks. One person I've spoken to, Mark Romanowski, was the lead vet tech at Henry Vilas Zoo until he left just 2 months ago. He says he wasn't sure what to expect when he took the position in 2020, but what he found when he started shocked him.
My first day, I walked into the hospital and I was like, oh no, oh, what did I do? There's these things happening that shouldn't be happening at a zoo that is AZA accredited.
Romanowski says despite several investigations by multiple agencies last year seemingly putting the zoo in the clear, he still has concerns, citing one animal's recent death in particular. Coming up at 6, I'll share the whole story of how he says the zoo is falling short, and also the zoo's response to these allegations and what they say was a messy relationship with the former employee.
Look forward to that. Braden, thank you. The national debate over transgender rights picking up momentum at state houses across the country. Texas lawmakers, for example, recently voted to ban transgender medical care for minors. If signed into law, it would make Texas the largest state so far to approve bans on gender-affirming care. At least 17 others have already enacted laws. Several more are poised for action this week. In Florida, Republican Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill Wednesday banning hormone treatments and surgery for transgender people under 18. And last month, Montana passed its bill in the glare of the national spotlight after a transgender lawmaker was barred from the floor of the State House of Representatives there after insisting Republicans would have, quote, blood on their hands.
I was speaking to the real consequences of the votes that we as legislators take in this body.
Some of the bluer states are working to protect.
Now, other states are working to protect LGBT community members. Michigan with a new lawsuit against discrimination, and Democrats there are pushing for a ban on conversion therapy, which aims to reorient a person's sexuality. Abortion access across the country is shrinking amid new bans advancing through various state houses this week. Laura Aguirre has the latest.
South Carolina's abortion ban is one step closer to becoming law. Lawmakers advanced a House bill late Wednesday that restricts most abortions after 6 weeks. While heavily backed by Republicans, not every GOP member is in favor.
Abortion laws have always been, each and every one of them, about control. It's always about control.
Senator Sandy Senn says she and a bipartisan group of female lawmakers, calling themselves sister senators, will be ready to fight when that House bill comes back to their chamber.
All of the 5 women will be fighting against this bill. The big nail biter is going to be whether the 3 men who stood with us last time, whether they will stick with us.
In North Carolina, the governor speaking out after state Republicans overrode his veto on their 12-week ban Tuesday.
People are angry. Women feel like that they have been slapped in the face.
Virginia may soon be the only southern state without heavily restricted abortion access. Nebraska's state house filled with dueling protests Wednesday after a 12-week abortion ban was slipped into an already controversial bill that limits gender-affirming care for anyone under 19 years old.
I think today will be a very dark chapter in Nebraska history.
Nebraska's bill is expected to pass a final vote, possibly as soon as Friday. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
In Montana, the governor signed a 15-week abortion ban into law yesterday. And in New Orleans, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals could soon rule on a judge's suspension of the FDA's approval of the abortion pill mifepristone. That suspension could limit national access to the pill, even in states where abortion is still legal. An FDA advisory panel is meeting today to discuss whether to approve a first-of-its-kind vaccine to protect infants against RSV. Pfizer's experimental RSV vaccine would be given to mothers in late pregnancy, allowing them to pass the antibodies on to their babies. The company says its research of nearly 7,400 vaccinated mothers finds the shot is 82% effective at preventing severe RSV in infants in the first 3 months of life. That number is 69% at 6 months.
RSV pre-F maternal immunization demonstrated a satisfactory safety profile in mothers and their infants.
Reviewers with the FDA say the vaccine appears to be safe, but there are some questions about a slight difference in premature births in the two study groups. Happening now, North Carolina crews are still working to put out a massive fire at a construction site in Charlotte. At least 90 firefighters responded to the scene just after 9 this morning. 15 construction workers had to be rescued. At least 2 are still missing. Investigators say the fire moved quickly, and at 2 different times, some firefighters had to be rescued themselves after becoming trapped. It's still unclear what caused that fire. A new poll shows gun violence has surpassed the opioid crisis as the #1 public health concern among Americans surveyed. 26% said access to guns is the current greatest threat to U.S. public health. Now, back in February, that number was just 17%. Meanwhile, concerns about opioids and fentanyl dropped from 26% in February to 25% last month. Both of those threats are ahead of obesity and cancer as the top public health concerns among Americans. And coming up, Gary has our latest complete forecast, and Montana's governor signs a measure banning TikTok across the entire state now. We'll have the details next at 5. And gains across the board in Thursday trading as the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbs 115 points. The NASDAQ jumps more than 188. S&P 500 adds 39 points. We'll be right back.
Memorial Day sale starts now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 30% on all Maytag major appliances and 72-month special financing with no money down. Plus free delivery in as little as 3 days. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Everybody wants a wider smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades wider teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, just you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth, let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the Stain Out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs this Mother's Day and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters like this 3-piece sectional start at just $25 a month. With 6-year special financing store-wide. Only at Ashley.
Cities in desperate need of funding will have to wait as a bill that would help is in jeopardy.
We analyze the pieces left from the blown-up deal, looking at what will happen next and if towns will be seeing any relief anytime soon. That's at 6.
I want what is shown to the public to be what's actually happening.
A former employee of Madison's Henry Vilas Zoo makes some eye-opening claims about the zoo's animal care practices. News 3 Now investigates, tonight at 6. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
With many graduates, new graduates now entering the workforce this month, they've got a lot to juggle as they enter their work life, navigating student debt, health care, retirement plans. It can be a lot. Experts say to start by tackling those highest interest rate loans first, work your way down. If you're fortunate enough to have health care offered through work, choose a high deductible plan to lower your premiums if you're in good health. And try, if possible, to contribute to your 401k at least up to your company's match if it exists. If they don't, well, find a low-cost Roth IRA and put away what you can. Montana's governor has signed a bill that would ban TikTok throughout the entire state. Supporters cite security concerns around the Chinese-owned app, but those pushing back say the ban will violate free speech. Karen Kafa has the latest.
Montana's governor signing a bill that would ban TikTok in the state starting January 1st, 2024. And Montana TikTok users sounding off.
I think our governor is being a little goofy.
It's such a huge threat to our national security. We need to know exactly what that threat is.
The U.S. federal government and more than half of U.S. states have banned the use of TikTok on government-issued devices, citing concerns about ties to China via its Beijing-based parent company, ByteDance. There are concerns the app, which boasts more than 150 million U.S. users, could be used by the Chinese government for spying or to spread propaganda. Grilled by U.S. lawmakers in March, TikTok's CEO pushed back.
American data stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel.
The Montana law would prohibit TikTok downloads in the state. Users would not face penalties. Rather, the app stores that allow users to access TikTok would face fines. Senior writer Lily Hay Newman with Wired says the technology to enforce this kind of ban doesn't currently exist.
There is some irony that such a ban would require the creation of technology that is similar to, oppressive technology that China has pioneered.
The ACLU and technology trade group NetChoice called the law unconstitutional, as did TikTok in a statement saying it infringes on the First Amendment rights of the people of Montana. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Well, let's get a look at your first foreign forecast now. The birthday boy, Gary Canalti, our chief meteorologist. You love it when we bring up your birthday. Happy birthday, Gary.
Thank you. Another year older, maybe not another hour smarter. I don't know. We have air quality advisories in effect across all of Wisconsin as well as all of Minnesota, parts of Nebraska for that wildfire smoke. People who are susceptible to respiratory type illnesses, those people might want to stay inside or at least take it easy if they're outside and not breathe in as much of the air as possible because of that smoke. And that will continue through the day tomorrow. Now, one thing that may mix it out is some rain, but while the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm, mainly north and west of Dane County, I think the rain will be pretty spotty. In fact, if you take a look at Doppler track, you can see a narrow line of showers and a few thunderstorms that have been popping up around La Crosse, but there also are some breaks in that line, so it's possible some people may miss out on the rain altogether or get very little. You can see on high-resolution radar, most of the shower activity now is from La Crosse northward over toward Black River Falls and up toward the west central portion of Wisconsin, west of Marshfield. Southern Wisconsin right now precipitation free, but 6-hour future track radar does show that narrow line of showers and storms moving eastward, probably reaching the Madison area sometime between about 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning. It'll come on through and most of the rain should be over with by early tomorrow morning. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Again, those shower chances tonight, maybe an isolated thunderstorm or 2, but tomorrow it'll be mainly the wildfire smoke that we still are dealing with temperatures a little bit cooler, probably highs in the lower 60s. But then as we head into the weekend, dry weather continues. Look for high temperatures, lower 70s Saturday, mid 70s Sunday, and the temperature trend will turn warmer as we head into next week. By Tuesday, we'll be up around 80, and we should be at or above 80 into the Memorial Day weekend. In fact, taking a look at high temperatures over the next 10 days, a little bit below average for tomorrow, around average for Saturday, and then above normal pretty much for the rest of next week. And this is Saturday and Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. weekend. Even on Memorial Day itself, I'm thinking high temperatures will be in the lower 80s, although there will be some thunderstorm chances as we head toward the end of next week and into Memorial Day weekend. But you can see the haze here from the wildfire smoke in between the clouds, but these bands of clouds generating a few showers and thunderstorms. Again, those will come through mainly tonight, and then we'll dry after that. The air quality advisory in effect until noon tomorrow for areas north of the Dells. South of there, it continues until midnight tomorrow night. Planning your night across Dane County, some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two. 56 for the low in Middleton, 57 in Verona, and 57 in Stoughton. Tomorrow, across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low of 60 in Janesville, 55 in Prairie du Chien as skies clear out toward morning there. Tomorrow, variable cloudiness, breezy and cooler with a high of 64. Planning your night, look for that narrow line of scattered showers, a few thunderstorms coming through around 10 p.m. till about midnight, and then after that, they move off to the east, and by early tomorrow morning, they're pretty much gone. Look for skies as clear as temperatures drop into the 50s. Rainfall amounts, though, generally between about 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch of rain, unless you get caught under a heavier thunderstorm. But notice the first warned 7 to 10 day forecast, mid-70s for the weekend, and then 80 or above beginning on Tuesday, lasting through Memorial Day weekend with some shower and thunderstorm chances toward the end of next week. As we check out first warned traffic right now, on the Beltline, just seeing some minor delays in the usual spots around Monona Drive. We're still seeing a few around Westtown on the eastbound Beltline. Travel times on the eastbound Beltline, about a 20-minute trip from University Avenue to the interstate, 15 minutes going back in the westbound direction, 18 minutes inbound from Sun Prairie to downtown. Outbound from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990 is a 25-minute trip. Middleton to Sauk City will take you 16 minutes. Downtown to Sun Prairie outbound is 18 minutes. That's your News 3 Now first warned traffic.
Gary, thank you. New at 5. Food insecurity remains high in Dane County, but one of the area's largest food pantries is getting a helping hand. The city of Madison investing $1.5 million in funds from the American Rescue Plan Act to the River Food Pantry. Pantry leaders say it's the largest public grant the organization has ever received. The pantry is beginning the process of looking for land for the expansion. Plans for the new space are still being finalized, but the county says the project will give the River Food Pantry about 25,000 square feet of much needed space. And just ahead, is it like every other industry or is it something more? A look at the shortage of Little League umpires. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Performax steel shelving is the ultimate storage solution. Made with industrial strength steel, Performax shelving systems hold up to 2,000 pounds per shelf. A 77-inch 3-tier heavy-duty shelving unit is just $159.99 after rebate. Check out our great selection of indoor-outdoor carpet. Status carpet is perfect for decks, patios, or sunrooms. It's stain-resistant and easy to install. Just 39 cents a square foot after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's Steinhuffel's Memorial Day sale. And right now, save up to $500 on adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhuffel's cash. Tempur-Pedic Queen mattresses start at just $42 per month when you use Steinhuffel's 72-month financing. Tempur-Pedic mattresses are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Shop in-store or online at steinhuffels.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Little leagues across the country are facing major umpire shortages. At the same time, there are reports of aggression from both parents and coaches at youth games. Vanessa Yurkovich spoke to some umpires, parents, and players about how the two issues may be related.
It's one of America's favorite pastimes.
Baseball's just like, it's very fun.
But the kids' fun is being ruined by... What is happening? Adults. Around the country, brawls are breaking out at youth baseball games. A coach coming after an umpire at a Little League game in Alabama.
We already heard you. I'm going to forfeit the team.
Parents aggressively yelling at an umpire in Texas.
Feel better? I feel fine.
I can't understand what could get someone so upset at a children's baseball game.
I'm with you. I don't understand it either. There's an expectation that, you know, every game is do or die for their kids' future in this sport.
The physical and verbal abuse by parents is having a dramatic impact, an umpire shortage. Since 2017, the number of youth umpires in the U.S. has dropped. And at the high school level, there are nearly 20,000 fewer referees across all sports than before the pandemic. But with signs, those numbers may tick up this year.
We've suspended people from the park and
suspended parents from the park?
Yes.
For how long?
Usually it's 1 game, 2 games to begin with, and then if it becomes worse than that, then we ask them not to come back.
The umpire is like the top tier man, and like you have to respect him.
Do you think it's appropriate for parents to be so involved, yelling things at the umpire?
They should be excited and like focused on the game, but like when they like talk to umpires and like yell at the calls and stuff, I think that's a little unnecessary, maybe.
Unnecessary because why?
Because like it's like a kid's game and it's just like Little League, so kids are just trying to have fun.
What?
When adults behave badly, the kids lose.
I have to stop the game, and nobody wants that. I can also understand that a parent, you know, wanting their child to, you know, to succeed, but not at that price.
The National Umpire Association says the number of baseball and softball umpires in the Babe Ruth Youth Baseball and Softball Leagues has been on the decline. Since 2017, it's dropped from just over 6,000 to under 5,000. And we'll have a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
It's Green Tag savings time now at Sloan Implement. Get your John Deere S200 series with 4.9% for 60 months. Or John Deere X3s, 5s, and 7s with 1.9% for 48 months.
Power up with Sloan's.
Think Sloan's first.
We're kicking off Bob's Summer of Savings in all my stores coast to coast this Memorial Day weekend. Celebrating over 30 years of furniture fun in my now 165 stores across the United States. So come join the party, because I've got new collections you won't want to miss and treats for the whole fam. Plus, get Bob's discount on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more, with financing options to fit your budget. Get your home summer ready during Bob's Summer of Savings this Memorial Day weekend. I've saved you a seat at the party, and a sofa, and a bed, and a
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
George uses AT&T. Anthony has Spectrum One. With AT&T, George pays $55 for internet and $75 for his unlimited extra mobile line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Anthony gets internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile for $49.99 a month. Go to spectrum.com/save more to see how much you can save. Get Spectrum internet for only $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line. Visit spectrum.com/save more or call 833-714-4999 today.
It's Green Tag savings time now at Sloan Implement. Get your John Deere Z500 with 1.9% for 48 months or John Deere Z700s with 2.9% for 60 months.
Power up with Sloan's.
Think Sloan's first.
We've got a lot of news coming up. Our Eye on America tonight. Over 100,000 Americans died of an overdose last year. We look at one guitar shop that's stringing together stories of hope, helping people facing addiction with their road to recovery. That's tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Gary returns. Final check of the forecast.
Got some hazy sunshine out there right now here in Madison. Dry, but that wildfire smoke overhead, and that'll continue through tomorrow. Some showers and thunderstorms up around La Crosse. The first batch kind of heading more into central Wisconsin, but you can see on 6-hour future track radar, that line probably expanding to the south and west and getting to Madison sometime around midnight. But temperatures are pretty warm right now. Near Lake Michigan, 50s and 60s, but here, 70s in Madison and near 80 out near the Mississippi River.
Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.